NBA 2K19 tutorial number 16. Today we'll be doing a detailed game film study between two separate builds. We're going to focus on the shooting guard pure shot creator versus the shooting guard pure playmaker, and which one is the best build. We'll use online footage to compare what each build can bring to the table and how you can decide for yourself which one benefits your style the most. And for those of you who want to catch up to my previous tutorials or see the rest of the tutorials I have made this year, make sure you go to my homepage and check out my all 2K19 tutorials playlist. So earlier in the year, I showed you guys that in tutorial number 1, if you want the full build details, I show you the best build possible, the pure shot creating shooting guard that I told you is going to dominate the game, and it's really been doing that throughout the course of the year. This is because a 6'3" pure shot shooting guard can dominate a game offensively either for freeze, dribbling off the pick and roll, finishing around the rim softly, and at the same time he can finish at the rim hard. Literally, this guy is an offensive monster. But how does this stack up against the versatility of a 6'8" pure playmaker at shooting guard, as you can see me use here, which is a team versatile build, and how does it compete? Well, if you look at the 6'3" shooting guard first, the pure shot creator, he's a really solid pick and roll ball handler and a playmaker when you want to be. Now, does he have the best passing badges? No. But because of your pick and roll ability, you'll be able to get your teammates open, and you can learn all the moves you see I do here in tutorial number 2, number 6, and number 14 in my all tutorial playlist. But the point is, his handling is so good, and if you're at 6'3", once you get to 86 ball control, you can speed boost. He's a legit pick and roll threat, and when you're a pick and roll threat, you'll be able to get your teammates open shots. And if you feel like passing the ball, even without dimer, if you're kicking out to players who are open, you can work the ball around, you still be a playmaker at the same time, a very, very good handler out of any kind of pick and roll action. Now, defensively though, with this build, it's gonna take a ton of stick skills and IQ. As you can see, I'm pulling off decent defensive maneuver here. This is because you can learn the techniques that I use on defense in tutorials number 11 and number 13 from my all tutorial playlist. If you learn those, even as a pure shot creator with, T-Rex arms, you're gonna have decent defense. But understand this though, you are using a guy who is a natural born bad defender. So you can see me here on the right side, even though I fully contest that shot, it still goes in. That's just the way it is. But what you lose out on defense, you make up with gifted offense. This man can finish in traffic, as you can see there. Here's me on the 2's court playing with my man Luis Supreme, and he can catch and go and finish strong. If it's like, your defense is probably going to cost you a couple of baskets, but this man's offense, he can even shoot it. It's everywhere. It's a balancing act with this guy. He's really good at one thing, and he can score from every which way. And if you're a talented scorer or a player that likes to score tons of points like this, then pure shot creator is probably the way to go. But let's compare it to the pure playmaker. So here, shout out to my man Luis Supreme for lending me the account. So he let me test out the pure playmaker here. Only 74 rated, no less, so not a very high player, because the pure shot creator you saw me using earlier was 88. But I have switched to the pure playmaker here to test him out, and he's only rated at 74, and he's wearing nothing but brown shirts. But you would think this is a handicap in a way, but this is what you can understand. For someone like me, this is who I am deep down. I am a team first, hard-nosed, defending playmaker. Like a pure playmaker, 6'8", at the shooting guard position just suits me naturally. You can see me in the brown shirt. I mean, the guy looks bad, but like, I'm doing really good. Because when you got a 6'8" pure playmaker, it's all about passing and positioning. Because you're literally decent at everything, right? Like, you're a tall passer, and a tall passer is always the best type of passer in 2K. And with good badges, something like a tight lob like this, you can easily finish up that pass. And playmaking is infectious, right? So if you got a guy like a pure playmaker working the ball around, as you can see, it's just spreads throughout the entirety of the team, sharing with my man Luis Supreme, who is Mike Wang, and also Levin Loose Brooks here. This is very good action. And because of the fact that this guy, even though he's a pure playmaker, he's actually a reliable shooter when he's wide open in the mid-range. I mean, he can shoot it okay, especially if you find a good jump shot for yourself. He's not a pure shot, but he will make a couple. And at 6'8", a pure playmaker at the shooting guard position is a very reliable off-ball screener. You can see me run a couple of actions here where I'm actually using myself as an off-ball screener. And I do this because I'm huge. I'm 6'8". Like, I will be able to put defenders behind, which open up shots for my teammates again. So that's the thing. If you're a 6'8" pure playmaker, you better be playing with guys who like to score, and my man Never Lose Brooks loves to score. And also, Louis Supreme or Mike Wang, as you can see here, he's also a very deadly scorer. And with the stick skills though, like I showed you guys in the onboard defense tutorial in 11 and 13, a pure playmaker 6'8" is a nasty defender. I mean, just look at me lock up these guys here in all sorts of ways. Like, I will be able to trade, I can bump steal, and because I'm a playmaker, I can go drive in traffic, kick it out to guys, and also get really good assists. And the size also means I'm very hard to shake away from off ball. And there's no inside or post disadvantage for me. If anybody's really tried to post up my 6'8" pure maker at the 2-card spot, if I'm guarding a point guard or shooting guard or something, or even a small forward, I have no disadvantage in post. Like, I'm gonna lock the guy up, like I'm gonna full contest everything. And obviously the passing and the leaking is going to be excellent because I'm huge. I can also dunk it if I want. And because of the fact that I'm a lock-up defender individually, overall team defense just becomes way better as a result because I'm no longer a liability. Like, I'm not a lockdown defender, but I'm not a liability. When you're a 6'3" pure shot creator as a 2-guard, you're a liability on defense no matter how good your sticks are. So here I'm be able to help the team, and it really opens up everything else for my teammates. And when it comes down to it, when you get the controls down, like I taught you guys in tutorials 11 and 14, you can see I'm just locking this guy up. Like, he does not get past me. Like, the fact that I'm bigger and I got good defensive mechanics, good contest, and if I get any kind of rebound, which I am because I'm tall, I can leak it out and get it to my team. So that is excellent build. For those of you who are interested, just my guys who I'm playing with here is the post fade guy. That's my man Jack Pony Ma. You can add him on Twitter. And the guy in the yellow hoodie, that's my man Never Lose Brooks, who I consider a top small forward in the game. And you can add him on Twitter there if you guys ever want to play with these guys. These guys are excellent players, highly skilled and highly professional and very intelligent, as you can see from one of these clips. Because if you got a 6'8" pure playmaker, you better be playing with people who want to score. Like my man Louis, or Mike Wang in this case, he was using a post shot creating score, and my man Brooks using the sharpshooting athletic, that is his KD build. So these two are here to score, and I'm just here to defend and facilitate, which is what you gotta do as a 6'8" pure playmaker. So the rest of the way, I'm just gonna show you guys this game where I stuck with the pure playmaker because you guys have seen me quite a bit using my 6'3" pure shot creator. If it comes down to me, like someone like me that you guys have watched a lot of tutorials and you've seen me play a lot, I'm a detail-oriented guy, so for me, a pure playmaker is just nice because I don't prefer to score. I mean, scoring is nice, but in the world of 2K, it's easy to find people to play with who likes to score, right? Like, scoring is not easy, don't get me wrong, but you can find a lot of guys that are good at scoring. It's hard to find a guy like you can like facilitate, you know, help out on defense, bump everything, call everything out. Like, when you become a 6'8" pure playmaker, you're literally like the coach of the team. You get to call everything out on offense and defense. You're pretty much helping everybody out constantly. You're helping for communication, you're helping on the court, you can rebound, you can pass, you can defend, you can shoot a little, you can facilitate. If you're, like, personally, is there a best build? Yes, because the 6'3" shot creator is the best build in the game. But it really depends on how you like to play that will maximize the build. I mean, if you're a communicator and you're like a guy that likes to make everybody better and like to, you know, do all the dirty work in the game, like the passing, the running, the defending, the helping, you know, or like helping the team, you know, stay organized, stay focused, then you probably want to be a 6'8" pure playmaker. Because a player like me, if I am a 6'3" pure shot creator, literally, if I am that, I have to tell my teammates to get out of my way, space out, and let me go to work, and let me score every damn point, and let me win the game. Like, I'm not that kind of guy. And is that bad? No. Like, if that's the way you like to play, then you can do it. But that's just not my personality, right? Like, if I go into that role, I'm not going to be the best at that role, because that's not what I'm about. I am a pure playmaker. That's why, for someone like me, I would need the 6'8" pure playmaker build. That's some cheese right there. I hate it when people do that. We still beat them though. That's pointless. So this guy, I hate using the word, but this guy's trash because he's cheating. Anyhow, so for those of you who asked for more park gameplay, here you go. You must be wondering, Sam, why are you using park gameplay in the tutorial? Well, I know a lot of you are interested in the builds, and literally everything I show you guys work everywhere. And I actually enjoy testing out in Pro-Am, Rec, or Park because The hardest kind of 2K is the kind of 2K where you're facing 5 other human beings, right? And it's hard because the defense is better when they know what they're doing. And most important of all, it's really hard to run a 5-man team because now you don't have like AI to worry about. You have humans to worry about, and the human element is sometimes much more difficult to manage than the computer element. Also, there's very little abuse that can go on in a 5-on-5 human setting. I love my play now and my team, don't get me wrong, but deep down though, I'm a very pro-am 5v5 human player. Because when you do that, like a lot of the stuff that I figure out for you guys, especially the defensive, mechanics that you guys have come to love, or the little tiny detail with the pick and rolls and things like that, I figure those out because I play a lot of rec and I play pro-am and I play like park and all that. Because when you log on to an individual player, you're forced to see a lot more of the details in the game, and there's much less abuse going on because at the end of the day, the AI is gonna break, and the AI breaks the same way every time. If you find something, optimal enough to break it to that level, which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I enjoy my usual play now, but like, deep down, I am a park, rec, pro-am guy because there's just so many humans involved. I love having all those humans involved and all that, but I still play. I literally play every game more than 2K anyways, but if you guys want to see more park footage, or pro-am or rec, let me know. I'm still waiting for my guys to grind up their guys, and then we'll get that going. But I've been me, beginning of the year I work on my fundamentals, so right now I'm still working on my fundamentals. That's where I'm at. So if you guys enjoyed, you want to see more of me in more of this kind of setting, especially park, I'll probably grind up the pure playmaking now that I have used it. Well, my friend lent it to me, but I think I'm gonna make one and grind them up because it just suits me more and I enjoy it more. So when it comes down to it, what's the best build? Well, 6 Pure Shot Creator is the best build if you want to be like a scoring machine. But if that's not who you are, then the 6'8" Pure Playmaker, the all-around guy, is also an excellent choice. So with this footage, hopefully it helped you out to figure out which one you want to be. If you got any questions, you can leave in the comment section. As always, thanks for coming by, and I'll see all of you next time.